Well, what is up, my future millionaires? I'm your host, Mike the Investor, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how I plan to make six figures from just one meme coin going into this full-on bull run. Now, it's nice to take advantage from some of the meme coins that's popped up in this Pepe frenzy over the past 30 to 45 days, but let's be real, a lot of those that's popping up isn't going to be here when the full-on bull run gets here. So it's nice to be in position on battle-tested meme coins that have the potential to do pretty nice gains. Now, of course, none of this is financial advice, but I am sharing with you what I truly believe. Now, I've talked about Samo over 4 months ago. If you look here on YouTube real quick, the first video I put out on Samo was 4 months ago, and it says this Solana meme token could 100x next cycle. I put out a video as well. How much Samo should you hold? Of course, not financial advice. And then I put out a video 2 weeks ago talking about how China just pumped the Samo meme token. And if you didn't hear about the China frenzy, it was more so of just the Hong Kong side, where it was actually televised to Hong Kong citizens and also now allowing them to, buy crypto starting this month in June, which was huge, definitely for adoption and moving forward. And Samo was one of the projects that was briefly highlighted during that, televised commercial for Hong Kong for their citizens, which is why Samo saw that huge pump. Now, what did I do when we saw that huge pump? I was already in position, but what did I do? I actually took profits because it went up around a 7x. I didn't take profits at the 7x, but I did take profits at a 5x, a little bit over a 5x. So I took profits. I sold all of my quantity. Why? Because one, I knew we are not in the bull run. We are not in a full-on bull market. So I knew all-time highs wasn't coming yet. We still got time. So I took all of my profits because I knew we would have a pullback. Once we pulled back, I was now able to actually buy more quantity and have more profit left over. That's how you play the game, because I truly believe that Samo is going to be one of those that 100x's, if not a little more. All right, so as we briefly take a look at CoinGecko here, as we look at Samo, also known as samoyedcoin, you can see it's currently up around 12.6% on the day. Market cap is around 15 million at the time of this video. Now, the all-time high for Samo is around 24 cents. Now, a couple dexes does show it closer to 30 cents, but I've always said around 24 cents is the all-time high for Samo. Now, before we get into how I plan to make six figures from Samo, for those that's wondering, why is Samo currently pumping today? And I always say, never chase green candles. But why is Samo pumping? Well, it's because of the Solana Hacker House that's going on right now in New York. 5-day event from June 7th to the 11th, right? And as we can see, it is presented by Solana, Jump, and Circle. And for those that don't know, remember that the Centrum Consortium, they pointed the Solana blockchain to be the go-to blockchain for USDC. Remember that. Now, if you look right here, I got people cutting the grass next to me. Not sure if you can hear that or not. But as you can see about the event, quick 5-day event. And this is what to expect of what's actually going on right now. And how does this pertain to Samo? Well, when you look down here, here are just a couple pictures here. You can see this is the Hacker House right here. There's another one also. But how does this pertain to Samo? If you look right here, get your caffeinated boost at the coffee booth powered by Solana Pay, Decafé, and samoyedcoin. You can also use digital payments. You can use Solana Pay at these different events, and you can also earn rewards back with Samo or also pay with Samo tokens when you're utilizing these. So when they have these different events, you have different people that are coming here, getting coffee, getting different drinks, and this is also giving exposure to Samoy, right? And this is how this pertains to them. And this is how we are seeing this, price increase also, because as you know, Solana actually pulled back a little bit. Solana, I believe, it may be up to 19 now, but it actually pulled back to around 18 something. Let's see where it's at. So yeah, it's right under 19 bucks at the time of this video. But you can see Samo is actually up today, right? And a lot of that is due to because of the Hacker House event, in my personal opinion. Up around 13% now. It was up around 12% when we first started this video. So The question is, how do I plan to make 6 figures from this video? And in the video where I talked about how much Samo you should hold, of course, all of this is going to be subject to a person's finance, their risk tolerance, and of course, what they believe. Don't just take my word for it. None of this is financial advice. However, I do have money invested in this because I do believe I will make 6 figures from this going into this full-on bull run. I put out this video here where it talks about what Samo, why I think it can do that. So if you're curious, check these videos out to get caught up. But if you look right here on the samoyedcoin converter, you want to get 1 million tokens, right? And of course, you know, you got to have a little bit of capital to get there, but it's a little bit under $4 grand to get 1 million tokens. 1 million tokens is the ticket, in my personal opinion. There's people that hold more, but if you want to make a minimum 6 figures from just this investment alone, of course I have others and you have others, but if you want to make 6 figures from this investment alone, you want to get 1 million tokens, which is going to cost you a little bit under 3,900, and it's on Solana, so you don't have to worry about any crazy fees. Fees is going to be less than probably 20 cents or 10 cents or less, right? So you don't have to worry about nothing like that. So once you get your 1 million tokens, think about this. Every 10 cents that samoyedcoin goes up, that's $100,000, and you only invested, let's just round up, 4K. Or let's just say 3,900. So the question is, if this is something you believe in, is a $3,900 investment, and you could have actually got it cheaper, right? But we're just going off the price of this video to make things easy. Is a $3,900 investment worth it to make 100,000 to 400,000 in this upcoming bull run? Why do I say 100,000 to 400,000? Because I believe Samo can hit around 40 cents this upcoming bull run, right? Which is a little bit less than a 2x from where its current all-time high is, which is what, 24 cents. So again, that's also going to depend on a person's risk tolerance and all of that, right? So let me show you something. So what we're going to do first, we're going to figure out what's the market cap going to be with the current 100x, right? So quick thing we can do, and the easy thing I can tell you is currently with the current market cap, this is going to be a 1.5 billion market cap, just to make it easy for you. As you can see, 1.5 billion. And 100x on this is actually 38 cents, which is actually very close to 40 cents. So what we do now, we're going to take this price. And I've talked about and showed how to do this before. The easiest way to figure out what X's are, you take the price of the market cap and you times it by the number, and that will give you your market cap or your price based off of how many X's you think it's going to be. So now we have the price, and we're going to do times 100 again for what? 100x times 100. Now you can see that's 38 cents and a half. So almost 40 cents. So you're looking at probably 101, 102x, you know what I'm saying? And that's around 40 cents or so. If you're getting in around these prices, or if you're getting in lower, you have a little bit less to get to that 100x, right? So if you have 1 million tokens, it's just easy math, but remember what I said a little bit earlier. Every 10 cents is 100,000. So you take 1 million tokens times 10 cents. It's $100,000. I said, is 3,900 worth it to make potentially 100 to 400K, right? So in my opinion, I definitely see it hitting back to that current all-time high. 20 cents is before it gets to its current all-time high. So if you have 1 million tokens at 20 cents, that's now 200K, right? If you feeling real risky and you got that degen in you and you think it's gonna go higher, let's say it gets to 25 cents, that's now $250,000. Let's say it gets to 30 cents. And you're like, well, I don't want to wait to see if it gets to 40 cents. Walk away with your $300,000, right? Was that 3,900 worth it, right? Or if you invested even lower, was it worth it to make 6 figures? You know what I mean? And that's how I'm looking at it, because I do believe if you have 1 million tokens, it's one of the easiest 6-figure plays to get, in my personal opinion. Just my personal opinion. Because to get just 100,000, this is only around a 30x. So let's just say you want to walk away with 100K. You're not looking to get 200, 300, or even to go riskier to potentially try to get a 400. And I think that's kind of where the top will be, right? So times 30 for 30x. You can see that's 11 cents. So even under a 30x right now, this is 11.5 cents, right? So under a 30x right now, if you have 1 million tokens at 10, that's an easy 6 figures. That's an easy 100,000 to get. And this is just one of the meme coins I plan to do these type of numbers going into the bull run. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably know the other one I'm talking about as well. Follow me on Twitter. You can check it out down in the description. But again, none of this is financial advice. And if you look on YouTube, you're going to notice there's not too many people talking about Samo. There's a lot of videos out there, but when it comes to like larger influencers like myself, there's not really anyone talking about it. Right? So when the hype starts to come in and that price starts to move up, you're going to start to see more people coming in. But for the people that's watching this video, you already have the opportunity, if you're not already from my previous videos, to be in position. All right. You saw how quickly this thing can move, just like on the China thing. Let's see, go to the 30 days. Look at this. It was technically kind of a pump and dump, but I expected that because how quickly it ran up. It was just off of the China hype, right? So a lot of people in Hong Kong that are into crypto, into meme coins, they're looking for what's a meme coin that I can resonate with. And Samo does have that support from, you know, Hong Kong and different China citizens, which is definitely key and important, not including they have a large, you know, community in the US itself. So with that being said, it's very important. As you can see, it jumped up and it's only about right under 2 cents, but it hit right at that 2 cent mark and then pulled back. People started taking profits. And then as you can see, we starting to level out on that pullback. And this is where I went on and bought back in even more so I can be in position. All right, so there you have it. This is how I plan to make 6 figures just from one meme coin going into this full-on bull run. It's been battle tested. It has the community. It has the utility. And remember, when the full-on bull run gets here, euphoria is at its all-time high. People are going to look for other meme coins, not just on Ethereum. And when you have a project that's embedded in the Solana ecosystem already, this is going to be huge when we're in the bull run. So there's a lot of things that I think help support this project being able to do a potential 100x. We're gonna see if I'm right or wrong when the full-on bull run gets here. However, the idea of this video is how I plan to make 6 figures and how you can potentially make 6 figures as well. So even without it doing 100x, getting in right now, you can make 6 figures, because at 10 cents is definitely going to hit that, in my personal opinion. All-time high is 24 cents. At 20 cents is going to hit that, in my opinion. So 3,900 or less could potentially turn into 100 to 200, 300, maybe 400,000, right? And this is not including the other investments that me and you have. Just something to think about. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you all on the next one.